Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Itro, definitely not Lane. Because my hair is different. Obviously I'm not Lane, because I'm pretty sure Lane is blonde. And I'm not blonde. Which means I'm a totally different person. I mean, just because we happen to have like the same face and everything, and the same voice, and like the same room, doesn't mean we're the same person. That would be silly, wouldn't it? Anyway, today we're going to look at disguises. It has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that I am not Lynn, but we're going to look at disguises today. More specifically, we're going to look at Team Rocket disguises, because we all love how absolutely terrible, but sometimes actually kind of good disguises but I don't know, love is a strong word. I found them very annoying when I was a kid. Yeah, they're still kind of annoying, to be honest. You can get any Pokemon. Why are we still trying to get a stupid Pikachu? Oh, stop. So the first disguise by Team Rocket is this one in Electric Shock Showdown, I believe the episode is called in English. And they're wearing these black Oendan outfits, which is like a cheering squad in Japan. And they were actually cheering for Ash to win over Surge, I believe. Which sounds really strange, but that's actually how they started their disguise career. And their next disguise is the Ganguro fashion style, which is definitely not in fashion in Japan right now and probably hasn't been since like the 90s or something. Which is supposedly also the style that Jinx is kind of designed after. And later they were disguised as waiters, or they were kind of working as waiters as well. So I don't know how much of a disguise that really is, but I mean, they're still Team Rocket, I don't know. And then of course we have the very famous / infamous swimsuits. And I do believe this episode was banned in the US because of James. Good job, James. And then we have these Hula Girls, which is technically a good disguise because they used to look like Hula Girls. They don't look like themselves, it's like a proper disguise for once. And then we have the episode where not only Team Rocket dresses up, but Ash also does to become Ashley. And he actually looks pretty cute as a girl. And here they're supposedly like fashion artists, but they're just wearing black and glasses and like, it's like they're not even trying and people still fall for it. It's so weird. Well, this one I actually really like. They're both cross-dressing as, I would say, like a prince and a princess, but it might just be like fancy rich, I don't even know, but I think they look really pretty. It's like a cool design. And here's one where only Jessie like stole the clothes of a guy and is wearing his coat and hat, and apparently that is enough to be a disguise. Because people don't know it's her somehow. And here's some really cool clothes, I think, because they're kabuki costumes, which is very Japanese, so it's very cool to see them actually wear something Japanese. I don't know, I find it really cool. And here are some disguises where they're apparently posing as like bodyguards for the Kaz gym, which doesn't exist in the games, obviously. Punk rockers! This disguise is actually really fun because they actually change their hair. And these are supposed to be those like invisible costumes, like at a play. When if people are wearing black, they don't exist. It's like their rule when you go to a play. And here we have Jessie and James posing as female egg sellers with like really old-fashioned dresses and bonnets and fake Pokemon eggs. I kinda like the dresses, but also, why? And then we have the fake magic show with James being the assistant and Jessie being the magician. It's kinda fun. But not as fun as Jessie and James posing as their polar opposite, Officer Jenny. This is kinda like seeing them in a different universe where they're on like the good side instead of on Team Rocket. Then we have an old couple disguise. And Meowth isn't even trying, but I guess people could just have a Meowth as a pet. So technically it works. And I don't know what to call this disguise, but I'm gonna call it school children. Because that's kinda what they look like. It's kind of cute seeing Jessie with that hairstyle, to be honest. And here we have Jessie and James dressed up in this sort of prince and princess kind of, which is actually really pretty. I kind of wish they did more designs like this, but I don't know. It's just me. And here they're just posing as aliens. which kind of worked. People just thought they were aliens. And next is Jessie and James disguised as a news crew from PNN, Pokemon News Network, everyone's favorite channel. I watch it all the time, it's constantly on my TV at home. Now this one is the best disguise. It's from Mewtwo Strikes Back. Jessie and James pose as Vikings, and it's so great. Yeah, more Vikings please. Okay, and here we have them dressed as old hermits to steal food, I believe. Well, actually looks kind of cool, but who's gonna believe Jessie has a beard, really? And Meowth. Oh well, next one. And here's one where only Jessie was disguised because she had stolen badges so she could compete in the Indigo League. And I don't know why her persona is like Oriental or whatever, but sure, why not? And then we also have some Greek-inspired costumes. And of course they've dressed up as Nurse Joy, except James I guess is just like an assistant. And then we have a kind of general Pokemon League kind of deal when they were trying to steal all the Pokemon from the competitors. And that's actually all the ones that are straight up from Kanto, but we're going to do the Orange Archipelago ones as well, because we're having so much fun. Okay, let's start. Food vendors. And blimp crew members and captain. James was the captain. And then just as waitresses, which is kind of weird when James is also the captain and he's just like serving them stuff as well. Who's flying the ship? Well, probably Meowth, but like from the perspective of Ash and his friends. And then they did exactly the same thing, but used different costumes. Oh, and of course the famous Pink and Island episode where even Jessie and James dressed up as giant pink Pokemon. Why would anyone do that? Like, why would anyone just like dress up in full pink? Like, that's so weird. This pirate one is like really cute though. Jessie looks bomb. James looks alright. Meowth looks pretty cute too. I like this one. Oh yeah, this is the one where there's like an island where they were just obsessed with Meowth. So Jessie and James dressed up as the villagers, so they're wearing cat ears. And it's kinda cute. Okay, but this is adorable. They dressed up as newlyweds, but cross-dressing. I love it. We're almost done, but first we have this farmer's costume, I think it's supposed to be. And then we also have, in the same episode actually, James and Meowth again dressed up, but this time as a mother pushing an infant in a stroller, which is Meowth. And that's all of the ones from Kanto and the Orange Isles. So we're gonna stop here for now. So those are some pretty good disguises and some pretty bad disguises, not gonna lie. Okay, most of them were pretty bad, and you had to be Ash to be fooled by them. I was going to do all of them, but there's a lot. So we're gonna stop here, and then maybe next time I can start off with Johto disguises from Team Rocket. If anyone actually likes this video, I don't know. So thank you for watching. I'm going to blast off again, I guess. This is so stupid. Why? See you next time. Bye.